Spill the tea. Spill the tea.
Good morning, everyone. You're watching Tea in the Morning, and today we have to talk about an escalating war of words that just hit a whole new level of real. We've seen the headlines about what happened at the White House Correspondents Dinner just a few days ago, an absolute tragedy that has the whole country on edge, but the fallout is getting personal. The White House is officially pointing fingers, yet again, and one of the names at the top of their list is the media mogul Charlamagne the God. That's right, it is Charlamagne. The administration is claiming his rhetoric isn't just criticism, they're calling it an inspiration for political violence. That's interesting, though, coming from the White House, right? Because what happened when Robert Mueller passed away, right? What did Trump put out on Truth Social then? Okay. What about Robert Reiner, right? Rob Reiner, remember when he passed? What they said about him? I mean, they have nerves. When the fingers are pointed at them, they like to say, look over there. But over there, we're looking over at you. Okay, and we know the things that you said, but when it's you, okay, and I'm going to say this too. Remember, this is the party that's really standing strong on the Second Amendment. And as you should, because it's a constitutional right, right? But considering all of the violence that is happening across America, and including in our schools with children, you would think that their priority would be, but they say no, go for it, it is our right. But then when they're at a dinner, and something like this happens, you see them flying, ducking, passing out, honey, okay? Passing out. But the kids are going through it all the time. But for them, they say, really? Okay. So following an investigation into the Persons of Interest manifesto, so the press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, didn't hold back. The administration's stance is that calling the president a threat to democracy or a fascist acts as a green light for extremists. Well, don't they do the same thing, right? Don't they call, right, they're calling the left, what are they saying, right? That we're a bunch of fascists, right? Or we are communists, right? That's what they're saying. And then what's the other one that they're running around here to diverse Proud Boy, right? They're saying that Marxists, right? A bunch of Marxists, that's the other one. So now they haven't issued a single formal anti-Charlamagne statement yet, but they have grouped him into what they call a left-wing cult and hatred. President Trump even looked to Truth Social as usual, calling Charlamagne, and I quote, a dope and a racist sleazebag. Wow, we can say the same thing about you, Trump. And I'm so serious when I say that. It's actually proven fact, you guys. Whatever. They're essentially saying that by criticizing the administration's policies on air, the media personalities are legitimizing physical attacks. But they're doing the exact same thing right now as we speak. Right now as we speak. So everything they're saying makes no sense. It's a hypocritical, right? Because they're just using our talking points back at us because they're mad. Okay? It's not going their way. And I'm telling you, everybody's doing stand up. We need more people standing up against this nonsense. We are not fools. Okay? We're not. Don't act like one. So they're essentially saying that by criticizing the administration's policies on air, these media personalities are legitimizing physical attacks. It's a massive claim that shifts the blame from the individual holding the weapon to the person holding a microphone. Okay? But Charlamagne isn't staying quiet, of course. On the Breakfast Club this week, he fired right back. He's rejecting the narrative entirely. His main argument, why is the media asking if his critics needs to tone it down, instead of asking why the president is always the drama? And that's a very good point. So he's pointing out all double standards within this administration and the first, okay? He gave the previous administration just as much heat, but it's only now that his words are being labeled as dangerous. Look what's happening to Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert. Anybody who speaks the truth or just speaks out against this administration, they are trying to silence you. But just like they want to go hold for the Second Amendment right, we are standing strong on our First Amendment rights. He gave the previous administration just as much heat, but it's only now that his words are being labeled as dangerous, right? I mean, it's crazy. He's basically saying, I'm just describing the fire, I'm not the one who started it. So what's really happening here? Is this about national safety, or is it about political strategy to silence influential black voices ahead of the next cycle? By labeling culture criticism as a predecessor to physical extremists, the White House is trying to change the rules of engagement. If you can't argue with the message, you attack the message's impact. When a country built on free speech, where does criticism and an incitement begin? That is the dangerous gray area we're living in right now in 2026. I want to hear from you. Do you think the White House has a point? Does the heated rhetoric lead to violence? Or is it just an attempt to chill free speech and keep critics in line? Drop a comment below and let's keep this conversation respectful but real. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll never miss an update.